We're here to the extreme. Couple minor difficulties. Our production crew didn't make it today. They're still hungover from the London game. Thank you, Steve, Joe, and Matt. Call them out?
Yeah, call them out.
I'm with James. James, Francis, Xavier McGinn. Did I get your name right this week?
You did. You threw the confirmation name in there too. It's nice.
Yeah, it's a good name,
you got
Xavier.
a good memory. You got a good memory.
Xavier,
I didn't just tell you a couple minutes ago.
You just told me a couple minutes ago to remind me, but I didn't call you Mike yet.
No, not yet.
All right. Well, that's great. Well, welcome to the show, our first ever episode. We'll be getting the kinks out of here a little bit,
Yeah.
Take some time. It takes time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we're young.
We just
Young
started.
show. Yeah.
We just started. So the show's To the Extreme. Welcome, big show, first show. Tough Monday, because the Eagles played yesterday.
Long Sunday for those of us who follow the Eagles.
Right. Let's have some whiskey first.
Yeah, maybe.
Big game for the Eagles. Where'd you watch it?
I watched it at home, actually. Made some huevos rancheros.
Yeah.
For the kids. Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, get into it. It's egg with chorizo, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff in it. It's breakfast.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
How
great.
about yourself?
I laid low. I just kids were out back playing. Game was on in the backyard, and I was I was just laying low. Big holiday weekend.
So you didn't watch, is what you're saying?
Halloween weekend. So you know that I didn't watch it. I went to sleep. I fell asleep. I was up with the kids at 5:30 a.m.
Yeah.
And kids killed me. They beat me up this weekend pretty good.
They do that.
I missed a Halloween party, a couple birthday parties, and I missed the Eagles game.
Yeah. Blame it on that.
Blame it on them. 3 kids. How many kids you got?
2.
2.
2. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Mike's got 2 too.
Mike's got 2.
Yeah.
Who's Mike?
My brother, the guy you called me last. Let's move on.
All right.
We can't harp on that kind of
All
stuff.
right. Couple corrections from last week. Marinucci's is at Richmond and Clementine.
Okay.
And I had his.
I gotta get down there.
Yeah. Well,
Get down
we got another announcement. So we're gonna have a Port Richmond night, which is gonna be AJ Doc and Marinucci's gonna come with a spread,
there. Okay.
and Ryan Smith.
Okay.
Ryan Smith, North Catholic, Port Richmond, is releasing a new CD.
Nice.
Did you hear about it?
I did. I heard a little bit about it. Spotify. You
Spotify.
can check it out. Up in a couple weeks, maybe a week or so.
I believe in the next couple weeks, he's
Yeah.
going to have the CD available on Spotify.
Check it out. All over though. iTunes, I think. Amazon.
Turnpike Gates.
Turnpike Gates.
He's a phenomenal talent.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that goes after it, puts his heart in lyrics. I have a couple of his CDs. They're CDs from Same Old Street, and I listen to them all the time. I kind of can't find them because it's CDs and you'll lose them things all the time. But that CD's phenomenal.
We don't have a lot of stuff around here, but it's not.
Everything's everywhere,
Yeah.
But I don't expect anything short of phenomenal from Ryan Smith because he's such a musical talent. And, we're rooting for you, Ryan. All the best with the new CD. I'll be buying one. I'll make sure he buys one.
Yeah.
We'll make sure Dinosaur Arms
Make
Don
CDs
makes
anymore?
one.
I don't know. It's hard to get him off of Pearl Jam.
Getting them off of Pearl Jam?
Yeah. He's a one-trick pony.
We'll try
Yeah, whatever.
when you hang out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Burns Crafts by Justine David. It's called Burns Crafts. BERN' Crafts by Justine David.
Okay.
So it's a little easier way if you want a Juniette original shirt, a Merritt Square shirt.
Square.
I see that she's making Kensington shirts. I'm sure she's going to be expanding to all the neighborhoods, so please see Burns Crafts for cool craft ideas. I just was on Facebook today, and I saw how she posted something, and it's like a piece of paper like this, right?
Okay. It's a piece of
And
paper.
your children write you like a little message, and the paper shrinks into a key. So you fit it into a keychain, and then you have your child's message in a keychain, like "I love you, Dad," because you're a good dad. Your dad's being dads. You got a lot of big. I heard about your big plans. I can't reveal any because it's a surprise, but Dads being dads is a big thing. We should probably have a dad show around Father's Day, which is a long time from now. We'll see if the show's still going.
Oh, it'll be going by then.
It'll be going, you think? Okay. Well, we'll hope so. Hopefully we have some fans. We're going to do a Facebook page called To The Extreme. Jim's going to help me with that. And it's just going to be, you know, maybe there's a couple seconds we got to take and say, what is this show about? To the extreme. Like another crazy idea or this or that. But what it is about is all the extreme people that are from Philly, in and around Philly, the 5-county Philly, any people that we travel with. To, you know, you went to Nashville. I'm sorry, you met a lot of extreme people down there.
Oh yeah, Nashville was a blast.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Highly recommend it.
Nashville, yeah.
Oh, unbelievable. It was like Christmas Day for grown-ups. So I can compare it. It was unbelievable. Great
I've been there a couple times and I agree with you.
Yeah.
But, so we're not just going to limit this to just Philly, neighborhoods, or 5-county. I mean, we're going to expand as far and wide as we can because good people are good people. And if you have a good business, if you have, you know, great plans or any of those things and you want to sit in the couches here and you want to talk, you're a musician, you want to play, you want to, you know, anything under the sun, we want you on the show. We want to, and that's what the show's all about, bringing all the good people together to expand their horizon, expand them to our audience. Hopefully our audience grows. And I don't know, it's just glorifying everybody from the Philadelphia area first and foremost because, you know, it's needed. There's no talk show from Philly. It's always New York and LA. I like New York. I love LA, but you know, I think sometimes that's a little old, you know, and we need a little something rejuvenation. The Rocky Balboa was up there, like giving me the fist. I say it, you know, and I think, you know, we need something to help our people from the neighborhood to get these messages out. The people that are struggling, you know, like pick them back up and say, listen, you know, everybody's going through something. You know, the positivity of the show, you know, staying positive, fighting through all the adversities, just like the fictional Rocky, but we're all the true life of it that are from this area anyway, of you know, getting back when you get knocked down. So I just went on a whole tangent, but that's what it's all about. We're going to be glorifying businesses on our page, promoting fundraisers, new things going on, happening things going on, just like Ryan Smith's new CD that's coming out, Turnpike Gates. You know, he's a great musician. And great musicians need support, so let's give him support. If you see it, you know, go on Spotify or any of the outlets that his CD's available, and please.
We're gonna need a musician.
What is it?
We're gonna need musicians.
We're gonna need. That's a good point. We're gonna need musicians. Any musicians out of there want to be our house band?
Yeah, intro, house band, whatever.
They can. We're gonna let them make their own name up too if they want.
Whatever.
And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like you want to fiddle? You told me you wanted to fiddle.
Yeah, I'll fiddle. Yeah.
Oh, you want to fiddle?
You mean
I thought you wanted a guy that fiddled. I didn't know you fiddled.
No, I mean I'll fiddle if you want.
All right. I didn't know.
That's cool. Thinking out loud again. My apologies.
I'm sorry.
Fiddle.
Maybe a small little drummer. I don't know. Like any musician we could
like
use.
A small little drummer boy. The holidays are coming. Yeah, we'll figure. Fiddle. Fiddle. Fiddle.
we could do.
You could promote if you're playing somewhere, whatever. Come on.
That's a good point.
Come up, you know.
The holidays are coming.
Right.
So that's why, and that brings me to another point. We did our last show. It was kind of like a sponsored thing where I was just going to have my kids pull out names of a hat for the golf outing. And I said, "Yo, Jim, you know, you want to come over, do the show, and we just put it together real quick." And it was kind of, you know, it was fun. And we enjoyed ourselves, and we're enjoying ourselves now. But quick turnaround to do the first show, which wasn't going to be this fast. And Halloween is here, so I said we have to do Halloween. We have to do a show on Halloween. We had other plans. Batman costume didn't fit. It was kind of tight. It was kind of like
for me.
No, it was for me.
Oh,
for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the back seam was like real high on in the crack, and
I wouldn't be able to fit in it.
There was like a, you know, what did I say? It was a sausage in a pantyhose. You know, it was a little, you know, it was It was tough, you know,
get it.
and so I don't know. You know, I was trying to wear it for my kids, but I was going to wear it here, and I don't know. Maybe I'll still wear
Let
it.
them down. You have to let them
I
down.
let them down. I got to figure something out to walk around with them with a Batman. If you have a Batman costume and you want to let me borrow it for Halloween, that'd be great because my kids are, you know, my little son Ryan. Plus, he's having a Batman party the following week, so. But it was a busy week, full moon week. Last week there was a lot of, you know, a lot of us crazy people with the gravity on the brain and the water and all that going nuts on people's brains, and a lot of topics I have. You anything going on in your life last week that worth mentioning about the full moon, or did you have a pretty cool, calm, collective week?
Every week's crazy, so
Yeah.
you know, just running around, being a dad, you know, working, doing this, doing that.
Halloween costumes. You have to get Halloween
Eagles
costumes.
threw us off. The Eagles threw us off a little bit. Halloween costume, yeah, I don't really dress up that much, but
No, you don't dress up.
no, you know, if the kids want to do it, that's fine, but
Yeah.
it's not really for me. Not that and.
Well, I'm saying
that, not
Halloween
really
costumes for the kids to get them shopping, get them taken care of, and all that. But I'm sure you
Yeah,
guys are
running
pretty
around
good
just
planners.
being crazy. But then again, you know, not too many costumes I can get into. Like, I gotta be like, my choices are like the fanatic, gritty, you know, something else. It's always like, you can't really find anything in my size. 2X, but I don't want to go on. It's not a big deal. 2X small.
I think you carry well, and I think you look good.
Thank you.
And that
Oh, no,
brings
I
me
didn't say I
another
didn't
point.
look good. I didn't say I didn't look good.
That
I
brings
know
me
I look
another
good.
point. Your face is
Yeah.
It's cleared
I'm
up.
glad you could call me out on that, but yeah, it was a tough one.
it's cleared up.
Yeah.
Well, I had a pretty crazy week as well.
Okay. I asked, go ahead. How was your week? Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. New Jersey trade show at Pop's McCann Irish Whiskey.
Love it.
Went really well. We were I was stuck in the entrance a little bit, and all the big brands that throw millions of dollars out there are in the middle, but I seem to have people gravitate back towards the table because people are saying, "You got to taste this. You got to taste this." And these guys from Shore Point Distributing up in North Jersey loved it. They said it was best in show, so I'll take it and I'll say it's best in show.
Nice.
You know?
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
It was great getting out in New Jersey and seeing a lot of the customers that own stores out there. If you're looking for this product in Jersey, you don't see it in your store, please ask. Please tell them to stock it. Please bring it in. This is a startup whiskey company and business. I have another brand in the works, but this is the first one, the historical one, the one that is meaningful to us, and it's a celebratory whiskey to celebrate with your family and have a toast
My kids love it.
and a cheers to your ancestors.
Right.
Now you have them do toast with soda, but you do it with the
Yeah,
whiskey.
it's definitely so.
Right. So the Jersey Trade Show was great. Next one. Fishing a squirrel.
Oh, next topic.
Next topic, yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Also, if it's in bars that you know of,
Oh, okay.
promote
You wanna
that,
okay, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
not
absolutely.
just getting it in there. If you know of a spot where it's already at,
Yeah, oh
Right.
yeah, send them in and we'll plug them. You want
Yeah.
to take pictures? We'll share them on the TV show page. We'll share them on the
Yeah.
Potsdam Can page. If you take a selfie with the bottle, in a bar, at a home, at a party, with your friends, funnier pictures. We'll probably be running contests now that a couple shekels came into the house. Money's coming in a little bit. Broke city, but
there we go.
yeah, send it in and share the information. All the information is great and appreciative. I got a good one.
Beer guys, it's not a big deal.
You drank that beer already?
It's only about 24 ounces. Don't worry about it.
I got a good one. Good, fun story. Fishing a squirrel out of my mom's pool in Fox Chase.
Okay.
You know the frass?
I do know the frass.
Yeah.
How?
FOF?
Yeah.
Mary Frances Fogg, right?
Yes.
She gave birth to me about
God bless
38
her.
and a half years ago.
God bless her.
Jesus, I know.
She's a great woman.
She should be probably a saint one day.
Let me
right?
ask you a question. How
Yeah.
does this squirrel get into the pool, into said pool?
I've been asking myself that question for the past
Is this
week.
like an above ground pool,
4
below
days.
ground pool?
Above ground pool.
Okay. She doesn't drain it. She lets the water.
She doesn't drain it. She puts a cover on it.
Okay. And it got in the pool, in the water.
It was
Water.
dead, floating, soaking wet, stuck in the net in the corner.
All right.
There's a YouTube video that I did. I filmed it with my mom. My mom's like, stop. And I was like, I don't want to touch it. And I was kind of sleeping midday, just trying to take a 20-minute power nap. I got my mom calling me, asking me about this, if I can come get this dead squirrel out of her pool. And then you were asking me, like, she don't want to just grab the net.
She got a skimmer?
Yeah, she doesn't have a skimmer. She just grab it. Well, my mom gets a little skeeved out about stuff like that. Rodents, squirrels. She calls them rats with tails. Living in Juniata.
Never had a rat, mouse. Anything?
No, well, that brings me to a good point. When we were living back in Juniata,
right,
I used to run down the steps because it sounded like some cat was jumping around. Okay. So I put a bunch of poison down to finally kill whatever that animal was, and it was this huge rat stuck in the corner next to the cedar chest, like it was head buried. And then me and Sean Keehan had to dig it out with a shovel and take that out. That skeeved my mom out too. I think we were having jokes with her and playing with her at that. But there's a YouTube video about the fishing the squirrel out of my mom's pool. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And
I still don't understand why she didn't just scoop it out, and how the damn thing got in there.
I think it was
full moon.
Full moon. It was full moon. Yeah.
They get disoriented, I think.
Maybe the squirrel got in the Frass's pop whiskey stash somewhere. In the house. I don't know.
Yeah. How's she keep her house?
Good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Rodent friendly?
I think it's rodent free.
Rodent free? Well, you had a huge rat in your house and you didn't have something. I can only imagine.
It might have been a possum. The thing was huge.
Here we go. Now it's a kimono drag. It's going to change. The story, it's going to get this big. What?
Well, let's talk about your house. Growing up.
Oh, growing up. Let's switch subjects. That's great.
Your row house? No.
Yeah. What about it?
I don't know. It's just
tough
fun.
one.
I know. It was
we talk about it.
We had a lot
tight,
of
very tight.
We'll get with that when Mike's here.
Yes, he's not here now.
I have another funny one. So this guy in my neighborhood last week, and he's parked at the bus stop in this Lexus IS250 with Jersey plates. You're not really in this neighborhood unless you live here. It's kind of like, not hard to get to, but it's just, there's only two ways in, and it's like a kind of like a big circle, and it's a dead end to nowhere. Anyway, I see the car again at 11:30 in a different spot.
Now, just real quick.
Yeah.
Are you like one of those people who's like staring out the window like
I'm
old, like kind of like an Italian lady, like,
well, a little
neighborhood
bit.
watch a little bit?
I am kind of neighborhood watch.
Just curious.
Well, you got kids.
Hey, it's fine. Yeah, I just don't spend my day looking outside.
Plus, I played a detective on TV once.
Oh, okay.
And, no, I'm kidding. No, I actually did. But you got to pay attention. You come from Philly, you never know who's trying to knock you off for this or that. And,
okay.
Somebody might be casing the neighborhood, which I thought the guy was casing the neighborhood. And then I talked to a couple of my neighbors. They're all alerted about it. And then they're like, all right. And the one guy's like, who's a cop? We got plenty of cops in the neighborhood.
Okay.
And he's like, you see him tomorrow, just call White Marsh. And I'm like, I don't feel like calling and this and that. But I end up seeing the same car at a different spot over on the other side of the street.
Now you're chasing him now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to the same day. I
were casing him.
I was casing him out. I got pictures of him, pictures of his car, all kinds of surveillance. And but I see him again, and we call the cops. Then we got him pinned at Miles Park.
With gun out and everything?
Nah, I don't have a gun. I don't have guns. I have
kids.
You
played a detective.
Fake gun.
Okay.
Toy gun.
What up?
Yeah. But anyway, we got him pinned on Germantown, and he's at the park, and we got one guy at Wawa, one guy here. We just wanted to know who he was, and here he checks out with the police. And
legit.
He's a processor who's serving papers. But this dude's but he dresses like a crumb bum. Like he's got Nike sandals on, black.
Like you're from Amber, Port Richmond.
No.
Like a neighborhood thing?
I don't know where. I don't know what the clothing styles are these days.
I don't mean no offense.
But he's got high Nike socks, red shorts, a hoodie on with shorts, long curly hair with a hat backwards, and he goes shopping at REI and Marshalls.
You got his whole scheme now. You know his whole profile, bio.
Like, I looked into this, and just trying to make sure he wasn't trying to case the neighborhood to try to steal our goods, which we got nothing because we spend all our money on Pops, whiskey, and beer. Most of the time. I don't think there's... Oh, our kids too, but I'm kidding. But we like to have fun around here too, But that was a funny story because everybody in the neighborhood's like, who's this guy? And he's all around the neighborhood, and now all of a sudden, like, all these people are confronting him, chasing them out of here. And then
the guy's just
you
doing
started
his job.
it, and I'm like, yeah, but this dude looks like a bum, you know?
You got mad at me for making fun of somebody from a neighborhood.
And
he just didn't fit the What does a processor even dress like?
Well, processor, I mean, if you want to do your job, like, put some kind of, like, khakis on, like, look respectable.
You can actually dress a specific way for a specific...
If he was intelligent, he would actually dress with a suit and coat on or act like he's a part of some selling strategy, selling houses. Maybe he's selling, siding or something like that,
Processing siding or something.
Exactly.
Okay. Where you at now?
That brings us to our first.
Okay.
We're gonna dial this one up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know
Could
where
you
you
do the AOL noise? This iPad is so old. I got a new one which is filming.
What's that picture?
I don't know why that's doing that.
No. Yeah. We have too many devices online.
No, when you have an old iPad, Apple makes your stuff run
What
slow.
about your Wi-Fi? We got Cricket Wi-Fi.
There we go. All right, we're out. So anyway, where is the pictures at? All right, there we go. So anyway, maybe he should dress a little bit better.
Okay.
And then he could dress as a Smart Gutter Service Inc. selling gutters. Jim
Nice.
Hi-Fi Cars business, support Smart Gutter.
Gutter. Yeah.
If you need gutters cleaned new gutters or any of that stuff, call Jim Hi-Fi Car, Division 87, Agent Order of Hibernians, our first sponsor.
Nice. And I wonder how those guys dress when they come up. I'm sure professional.
Very professional. And
Not like a processor.
Not like a processor. This guy was like...
Crumble.
Yeah, I don't know if he was casing houses or selling, meeting somebody for weird drugs or something.
Yeah, weird drugs is...
Well, we'll move on. Anyway, big event on Friday.
Okay.
Pops Whiskey was a part of. The Duffy's Cut fundraiser was last Friday. And it was at the Kelly residence.
Grace's joint, right? Her old spot.
Grace Kelly's
Princess.
house that she grew up in.
Princess of Monaco.
John B. Kelly Sr. built the house. He was in the brick business, and that's how he built his fortune. I think they had
Mason. His Mason, right?
he had a couple kids, 3 kids, I believe, 3 or 4 kids.
What are the other ones? Who cares outside of Grace, right?
Well, John B. Kelly II won a medal and won a bunch of medals in rowing as well, just like his father.
Okay.
So a very prestigious family, and obviously the biggest prestige was Grace Kelly. Phenomenal. It's like they were our Kennedys of Philadelphia at the time, and she married, became the Princess of Monaco, right?
She did, yeah.
And she was an actress, and it was a big thing for me. My mother was there. Mary Frances Fogg was there as well. Thank you, Beth Ann Killian, for the invite and having Pops Whiskey a part of it. It was actually it was a great event. Everybody loved it. We were in the speakeasy that John B. Kelly Sr. built in the 1920s.
Wow.
So it was during Prohibition this house was built. I read an article that was finished being built in 1929, right around when Grace Kelly was born.
Nice.
And there was a bar in the basement. Beautiful
My dream.
bar.
It's my
All
dream.
brick. He turned at the top. Bricks were turned around. They just restored it because Grace Kelly's son just bought the place about 2 years ago, and now it's fully restored, and the place looks magnificent. He wanted to buy the house of his family heritage in Philadelphia and turn it back into a place of greatness, which it is. And now they have certain things that they believe in events there and stuff. So it was just phenomenal to be there. It was very uplifting for me to be there with the whiskey. Also, I'm an actor and all that kind of stuff. It's like what you can be if you want to really be, and you just keep on fighting through it. You know.
That's great, man. Now, can anybody go visit? Check this spot out, or
it's closed. I believe they have plans in the future for certain times where the public can come out to see it.
Nice.
I just don't know if that's finalized yet. I think there still needs to be some work to be done. It was out of the hands of the Kelly family for 40 years, and some lady there with a lot of cats was there, and
Okay.
I think but they're back. They restored it. It looks phenomenal. There's a lot of heritage in this house. There's a lot of pictures in this house, and it was just great being there. There was a lot of phenomenal people there. Great people, a lot of supporters at Duffy's Cut, which was the big fundraiser and the main reason why everybody was there. And Doylestown Brewery was there. They had this Irish red ale called Duffy's Cut Ale.
Oh, nice.
And that was that was brewed in honor of Duffy's Cut, the 57 Irish that were died of disease or murdered 30 miles west outside of Philadelphia at a railroad area, and so they're raising money to get the bones back to Ireland and support that whole project, which is a huge project, creating awareness of it, and creating awareness of the Irish, the American Irish, and the struggles that they went through. And you can see that in that whole project. So please check out the Duffy's Cut project. We'll actually be spitting out all of these, all Ryan Smith, Marinucci's, Duffy's Cut, Burns Crafts, all that. We'll be sharing that on our new page. Should be up tomorrow or the following day, and we'll go from there. The lead up to Halloween, and this is going to be the James, Francis Xavier McGinn segment where he's going to talk about Halloween, Mischief Night, which was a big deal back in the old neighborhood. On a G level. It wasn't like we didn't get too crazy, but Mischief Night was was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
I was gonna let you talk a little bit about Mischief Night and what did you do back in the old neighborhood?
Well, I mean, obviously, Mischief Night was pretty big growing up in Juniata and Kensington. Outside of playing Knock Knock Zoom Zoom, basically you just go up to somebody's door, knock, and then run. But we kind of took it a little bit further sometimes. We waited for the guy to come or lady to come, and then kind of hounded them and harassed them a little bit, just so they would chase us. But
kids being kids, though.
Yeah, silly fun. I mean, I don't think you can get away with that now. Just the world's a little different. But
what about eggs? Did you do any egging?
Egging, yeah, we did. We did a lot of egging.
I think egging was big back when you were like a kid.
Yeah, it got a little bit cooler when we got older. We had cars, we drive around. You pull up to like a Wendy's.
But you had a car?
Chuck. Yeah, well, somebody had a car, we would drive around. And
where was the Wendy's at? Down on Aramingo?
Well, it doesn't have to be a Wendy's. We went to all the fast food places. Taco Bell. And then we would wait for them to open up and then chuck them out. But we always wanted to get chased, you know what I mean? So
chasing was the whole name of the game, and getting the thrill. And
yeah. Throw them at cars, cop cars, taxis, whatever. Anybody that would chase us. But
I'll tell you what, when I moved into this neighborhood, I moved out in the suburbs because we lost our neighborhood, Juniata Park, and some people were like, oh, but I put 30 plus years into Philly, like a prison sentence. But I'm out in the neighborhood, and the guys in the neighborhood are like going to, and I never went on any of these excursions, honestly, but I wish I did. It'd probably be fun a little bit to let, to have a little fun and have that chase dream again like you did as a kid. But they toilet paper some trees at people's houses.
Okay.
But we didn't have any trees.
Yeah, we didn't really have that much toilet paper.
Nobody had any. Nobody had much toilet paper.
Nobody really wiped their ass.
But nobody had trees either.
Yeah, there weren't that many trees.
We had lawns, but like they were 2 by 6?
Yeah.
2 foot by 6 foot. They called us Juniata Park was called Kensington with lawns.
Yeah.
They called us Genzos.
It was. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We did, other stuff like, stealing decorations and, just being a kid.
Yeah.
Trying not to, really
I think we did some
hurt
eggs.
anybody, but
we did some eggs.
Just trying to have fun at our, trying to entertain entertain ourselves.
Yeah, and like
Soap,
silly string.
soap the car,
Yeah.
silly stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, I wish I remembered something.
Nobody does that out here. I want somebody to egg my car. I'm actually going to egg your cars in this neighborhood. What?
Nothing.
We're going to do it. We talked about it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do where we.
The neighborhood cars.
Right. Oh, the neighborhood cars, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna give them a little flavor of
Yeah.
Kensington and Juniata.
This is incriminating a little bit.
It is. We should probably delete.
I mean, we're not going to do that then.
No, no. What about Halloween? They got all this stuff lately.
Halloween.
Like
I mean, we just
trunk
took a
or
bag.
treat.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They got parties, kids.
You just got
malls,
booed. You got booed, which
Which
I never even heard of.
That was good.
I never even heard of
We
that.
just got
which is
booed
so
by
weird.
the Budwells, where kids go around the neighborhood. It's kind of like knock knock zoom zoom, but it's really nice because they leave candy, and it's called You Got Booed, and we're gonna have to get them back somehow.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll. I don't know.
How you get them back? You give them candy.
Yeah, well, we'll knock on their door tomorrow night, and then we'll boo them, and then or you have. But the whole deal is you have to boo 3 other people, so it goes around the neighborhood.
Yeah, things.
It's nice.
Oh yeah, it's definitely nice.
It's nice.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Okay.
What else about Halloween? What were some of the characters that you were growing up? Do you remember?
Oh, something easy. Like you would just throw like your aunt's dress on and be a hooker.
Just,
you know,
just
simple stuff.
be a hooker.
Right. You would go out as a prostitute, you know, a hooker. It was like, now you can't do that. Am I wrong?
It's a little, you know.
Or a girl. A girl, I meant. Not a hooker.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. What else? Anything else? Would you be a ghost?
Like a football player, but you were already playing football. Yeah, you just wore your pads
I
out.
think Mike did that. Like he was playing for Ascension
Mike still
Holy
does
Inn.
that. Mike still does that.
He was playing for Ascension Holy Inn.
Yeah.
And he wore his shoulder pads and
He still
Ascension
does
Holy
that.
Inns and said he was an Eagles player.
He still does that.
But McGinn your brother was a beast at Ascension Holy Inn and at North Catholic. He was all Catholic, first team,
Yeah.
all Catholic.
He's all right.
He's talented. He was a talented.
Yeah, he was talented.
Now he
Al
works for
Bundy.
Jack and
Oh, Al
Jill.
Bundy. Yeah.
Now he works for Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
You know, if you're buying ice cream, buy Jack and Jill.
It's the same story.
It supports, a lot of our friends.
Those other guys who were good though from the neighborhood. A lot of good guys.
I think Mike. I call Mike McGinn.
You love
Mike.
him. You love him.
I love him. I
You do love
him.
him.
Because I just love his heart and where he came from and what everybody went through.
He's on the same floor.
He just barrels through adversity. I call him Mike True Grit McGinn.
We used to call him Rubber Band Man and Cement Head.
Why?
Well, Rubber Band Man because he would eat everything. It didn't matter. He would pick them off. He would pick the rubber bands off of paper and eat it. He used to eat rubber bands. And Cement Head because his head was a block, a solid block. And he would just hit everything with it.
Man, you're hating on your brother tonight.
Well, you're loving on him. I got to counteract.
You got to counteract. Okay.
Yeah, you got the halo.
I love
Mike.
Mike.
I love him
but
too.
I know you. And
He's
I
a great
know you
dude.
love
Great
him, but-
dad. Great dad.
Oh, he's
Great
a softball
husband.
coach.
Great husband. His wife Robin's great.
And that's what this show's about.
Kids,
We're gonna
Emily.
have-
Emily's an amazing pitcher. I don't mean to throw a shout out. Emily, amazing
What's your
pitchers.
niece?
Madeline too. My niece, yeah,
Your niece Emily.
yeah, they're going places. They're really good.
Yeah, and he coaches, and he tries to
Yeah.
get up here a
He's
lot. It's going to be a struggle to get him on
They're
the
both
show
super involved
because
Robin
he's
and-
busy, and he's in
Yeah.
Jersey. He's over the bridge.
Yeah, that's not. He lives in a horrible neighborhood.
He's got to come over the bridge,
Yeah, Camden. It's like Camden over there.
but he's got to come over the bridge, and
Yeah, but he doesn't really. We have to pay for his toll. We'll get him over here.
you got to pay. You got to pay for his toll.
He likes to give us vouchers and like yeah, it's tough. Tight.
What's the
It's a little
toll
tight.
now?
Like, I don't
$5.
know.
That is absolutely crazy.
It is crazy.
Hey.
What about you? What'd you dress up as?
I think it was Frankenstein one year.
You had like legit costumes though.
I dressed up as a girl from Holy Innocents one year.
Okay.
I was a cheerleader.
Well, what you mean, girl from Holy Innocents as opposed to any other girl in the world? What the hell is that?
Well, you said.
I do have a funny story though.
All right, great.
So later on, we used to hang out on a stoop, friend's stoop, Amy D'Amico's stoop,
Okay.
and people from the neighborhood. We're old enough now to drink at this time, so people from the neighborhood are running around. We didn't really have candy to give out, so we would give out like ketchup packets, football tees, VHS tapes, gloves, socks, spikes. Mr. D'Amico's like everything, anything in the house that they didn't want to they wanted to get rid of. we just gave it all like honey mustard packets from McDonald's.
Would you like do the cupping and like not show them, and then
We wouldn't show them, and then believe it or not, we would put our hand in and sometimes grab stuff out. So we would have candy while we were chilling. Yeah, it was a good time.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, we used to hang at the stoop on J Street.
I'm sure a lot of kids were upset though.
Well, I don't think they knew. You know what I mean? Like, or if they did, you know.
Were they young kids?
No, some of them were like, you know how it got later on. So like,
Or would you do it to
18.
like the teenager kids that were like just turning 13
Everybody.
or 14?
Everybody.
Nobody
We wanted to
was-
crush. We wanted to crush dreams.
Yeah.
Young, and
Yeah.
you get home. I can't imagine you get home like crack eggs in their bags. We were pretty bad, but
Huh.
vicious.
Nice.
Well, it's not. I mean, it wasn't that like
Well, it's nice to
ketchup
reflect
packets.
on because it's funny now, but
Silly.
you know,
It's
but
a
you,
funny
you
story.
might
We gotta have those guys up. They're good people.
Who's that?
The Domicos, Miller, Eddie Maynard, Christ.
All your family and friends. And
Yeah, good stuff, man.
What do you usually say? It's like, oh,
Joe Domico.
thank you to everyone, and great seeing everyone,
Yeah,
and
it's too far.
Terry.
Oh yeah. Terry Miller too, but he didn't really hang out that much. Weird.
No. Okay.
Can't remember it wrong.
Yeah, you were a little older than me, so I probably didn't. I'm glad I didn't go down to that. Was it J Street?
Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't go down
Jay
to J
Pike.
Street and get candy because
Jay
you know,
Pike. Well, you would probably would have left with
honey mustard
less.
and
Yeah,
ketchup.
like a VHS tape, cassette, tapes, crazy tapes of like Poison,
Yeah.
Def Leppard, silly stuff.
Nice.
Good times though. A lot of good times on those stoops.
I want to have some old school Juniata guys from the '80s, the Mike Till crews,
Yeah,
You know,
Tommy
the-
McGuigan. Oh,
even older crowd like Jeff Paxson. I want him on the show, Mr. P, Mr.
I'm
Paxson.
sure they got some good stories.
Maybe Joey Hunter.
Yeah.
So that leads me to my next point. We're going to do a little Pops Whiskey focus. Where is the whiskey in the Northeast? Katie O'Donnell's, check them out. They have Pops Whiskey. Dave, great owner. Please check them out. Big supporters of Pops. Great bar. John McCann, same name as my great-grandfather who used to work for Riglio. He used to tutor me. I used to work under him when I was 23, and we would do all the beer distributors in the city. He hangs out there. Give him a shout. Give KDO's a shout. Stop in there. Get some Pops. Union Tap.
Where's KDO's at, by the way?
Up by Franklin Mills.
Okay, we'll throw the
We'll throw that.
address
Everybody's
on there.
I don't know everybody's address here because that's kind of
Yeah.
hard. Thank you
Okay.
for throwing.
No, I just
Which
figured,
bus? What's the color? I didn't even see the color of the bus. It just went by so quick. I was like, holy shit. We'll edit that shit out too. And Union Tap,
Yep.
Roman, and his brother own that place. You're gonna call me out on his name too, Pete. Pete and Roman own that spot. Union Tap has it. Please stop in there. FOP, great spot. They have parties. It's Lodge 5.
Yeah. It's
Obviously,
a nice hall. They got a nice couple.
it's Lodge 5. FOP, Fraternal Order Police, the cops. Great hall. Great place to have it. There's a lot of things going on there. Great bar. Great setup. They have Pops. Please stop in there. Patty Wax, we mentioned them last week. Great people. Kensington Roots. They have Pops at both locations.
Yep.
They got a lot of live entertainment going on.
Always.
A lot of acoustic stuff, entertainment all weekend. Great bartenders there. Just phenomenal people. Pub 36, Glenn Clark, Merritt Square, original. Grew up with my dad. Pub 36 on Frankfurt Avenue in Sheffield. How's that?
Oh, hey,
Is that good?
That's nice.
Pub 36, they have Pops. Please stop in there. Great spot. Harrington's, Frank from Harrington's, one of the great aces of the old neighborhood. He's a Doherty guy, but he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's awesome,
He's a good dude.
and he's a one-of-a-kind dude that has always got your back if you got his.
Special.
He is. I've
got
been.
specials all the time. They got a good football special, Eagle special.
I thought you said he was special too. He's a special dude. He is a special dude. I've been his beer salesman, liquor salesman, now Pops whiskey salesman probably since 2004, 2005.
Cool.
You know, that's a long time.
That is a long time.
So he's always been a big supporter. Dagwoods, we mentioned them last week. Eddie, he's from Juniata.
Yeah.
Joey Hunter, he works Wednesday
Joey,
nights. Joey, thanks for all the support. Eddie, thanks for all the support with Pops. I know you're pushing it. Jimmy's time out. Pat Hasher and his dad Jimmy, great people. They just opened up the ringside bar section. Where do you see this spot?
You gotta get there.
Yeah, I've been there. Have you been there?
I haven't.
Well, I'll have to take you there one day. They got great wings, and you go.
Love wings.
You make a left when you get in there. They got this great entertainment bar. They always got live music as well. And then you make a left, and they got this ringside room, and they got all this like boxing, memorabilia and stuff like that from Philly and
Nice.
all over. And they're big memorabilia fans. Great people. Great spot. As all these spots are, great spot. I suggest just getting an Uber and just going on a pub crawl to all these spots in Northeast Philadelphia.
Let's do it. Set it up.
We should do that. We probably should get a bus or something like that.
An Uber, like you just said. But
Well, a bus
Or
if
bus.
we can get more
Oh,
people
yeah,
in, and then
yeah.
it's more economical, and we do a pops.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually, when I
Yeah.
get money, when I get some more money in,
yeah.
it's kind of tight. 3 kids.
There we go. Start a GoFundMe too.
GoFundMe, yeah.
Oh, whatever.
We could do that. Do you need another beer?
No, I'm good. Those 2 were great.
I'm like I went like that, but
Well, you're talking a lot. You got a lot going on.
Great spots, great bars. Just check it out. Check out all these bars. They need all of our support, but also it's great to get support too when they have all these great bands playing, and then they have all these good things going on, and you kind of just veg out and forget your life for a minute and have some fun, because life is tough, and a lot of people are going through some struggles. That's why we're here. You can message us. You can tell us what you want us to talk about. Maybe there's some topics that we touched on that you want us to touch on again. Maybe you have some stories. Maybe you want to come on. Maybe you can play the flute.
Fiddle.
Oh, the fiddle. Thank you.
Thanks for that.
That's why you're here, because you correct me on everything. That's great. That's
Not at all.
I really
just feel
appreciate
like,
it. The
Pull
fiddle.
me out.
What about the no, let's get the flute. The saxophone. What if somebody plays a saxophone? Can we have a saxophonist on? Is that a real word? Saxophonist?
Yeah.
All right. That's all I got for this week's episode. You got anything else?
No, just the page. Look for the page.
Yeah.
We're sending it out.
Mhm.
Suggestions.
Musical
House
guests.
band. Musical
We
guest.
need a house band. And Ray Coleman, get better. You had the man flu this past week. We're going to have Ray play, interview him. We're going to interview his dad, who's in from Ireland. I hope he had safe travels. Ray, get better. In all seriousness, it stinks when you get the flu and it's just like you feel like death. And he's a singer, and Ray, get better. We reached out to some other people, and we just couldn't get anybody on the first episode. We're not that cool yet. But anyway,
We'll get
please,
big, and then we'll remember. So,
we will remember.
and then we'll
Yeah.
be better, and then you be better. Whatever.
We'll be better. And
Special thanks to Kim running behind the scenes.
yeah, thanks to Kim for running the camera. Matt from Delco bailed on us tonight because he's hungover.
Joe.
Steve,
Jerk.
Joe,
Beer guy.
the Weasel,
Jerks.
Bloodwell.
You can't trust Delco. Not everybody from Delco, just certain people.
Your wife's from Delco, right?
I can't. Yeah, we don't.
You married up. I mean, she's
think so?
she's a pretty lady.
I think that you better take that back.
We're
Pretty,
gonna-
you mean pretty lady?
Yeah, she's a pretty lady.
Oh,
You know,
thank you.
you did well. You
Thank
met her
you.
downtown, right?
I did.
A lot of
I like to
Juliana
think that
guys,
she married up, but that's not a big deal.
A lot of us did well. You know, there's.
We did. A beautiful wife. You have a beautiful family.
Yeah, thank you. We'll have to show your family next time with a card, and
Picture,
we'll
like
see.
the- like Steve
We'll
Cutter,
see.
the Cutter.
We'll have a vote on who married up, Joanna or
We'll do
or
votes.
Jim.
Okay, like a poll. Joanna or Jim. That's a good. Yeah. And
Have
then we'll
a
throw
poll.
Jay and Kim.
Yeah, we'll do
When
it.
we do that, right?
That'd be great.
We'll have like a
And
couple
then we'll
things.
and we'll do more.
We'll have suggestions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it on the page. We'll throw it on whatever.
But if you want to be a guest on the show,
Anybody. Just come up
anybody,
Monday
tell a
night.
funny story without that many curse words, where we can get through the thing,
Right.
and that's it.
So, thanks again, brother.
Thank you for that was the first episode, and
Take care.
we appreciate it.
Right.
Cheers.